Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. All right, this one, came to me last night when I was thinking of, what to put a topic together. I wasn't really feeling doing an article, so I just started thinking, looking through the scriptures. This is what came to me through the Spirit. It's titled, "We Are Special, Division is Necessary." Okay, and down here, as after I finished the lesson, something I want to touch on, I put, question. If you had a rare baseball card, would you throw it in a drawer with the others, or would you keep it separate? Okay, if you had a rare, a baseball card that was worth a lot of money, or, it doesn't have to be a baseball card, it can be, anything. Would you just, like, oh, cool, and would you just throw it in the, with the rest of the garbage? No, you wouldn't. What would you do? You would keep it separate. All right, why? Because division, all right, and separation is necessary. All right, it's you like that thing better, don't you? All right, if you had a fake Rolex, would you throw it in? If you had a fake Rolex, would you put it on the stand with all the real Rolexes? No, you wouldn't. You want to keep them separate. Why? Because you like those things better. Okay, but this is what's the word I'm looking for? Slovakia. A topic, all right, I guess I could say it comes up time and time again. The Lord doesn't, divide. We're all one. We're all together, and that's entirely untrue. Now that we've got, that question, because that's after I made the lesson, I said, I really kind of want to touch on that, because you wouldn't throw, a regular, you wouldn't throw a baseball card worth $1 million worth $1 million. You wouldn't just throw that in the drawer with, all the other ones. All right, what would you do? You'd take it very carefully. You'd be careful when you're touching the edges of it. All right, you'd put it in a sleeve. All right, maybe even put it in like one of those like really hard glass sleeves, the ones where they have the like when they appraise it, they put the bolts and everything. You can't even get into it. All right, put it up there, hanging on a wall or something. All right, because it's separate. You don't want it's not like the other ones. All right, it's different. All right, it's special. All right, it's worth more. It's of value, right? And that's how we are to the Lord. All right, we're special. We're of value. All right, He's going to treat us differently. Why? Because we're His favorite. Okay, so first we're going to go ahead and define the word holy. Let me open up a tab here. Let's go. And you know what? Let's see if I can get it here in the Blue Letter Bible. I got Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and basically read that first. All right, we got it over here, but we're going to read it over here. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. This is the Blue Letter Bible. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay? Above all people that are upon the face of the earth, right? All people. It says this is okay, so we can just start with here. So let's go down. Thou art an holy, so let's get the word holy. Let's see what holy means. And that should be Quadash, all right, by the way.
Strong's H, 6918. Kadosh. Kadosh.
And that's not Kadosh.
Second entry. Kadosh. Kadosh.
You got it wrong on that one. No, it should be Quadash, all right? That's why we say Rakah Quadash, all right? The Holy Spirit, Rakah Quadash. Quadash, this word right here, all right? This word is to be pronounced Quadash. It's not Kadosh or whatever the hell they said. They messed it all up. What does it mean? Sacred, holy, holy one, saint. Oh, what? Set apart. Set apart. Okay, so holy means to be set apart. Okay, so there's there's no division. What about the word set apart? And if you even look it up, if you even go, and this isn't, oh, that's just a blue letter, you know. Let's look up holy. All right, dedicated or consecrated to the Most High or a religious purpose, sacred. Now, if you go down here, it'll tell you. Here it is, right here in the Merriam-Webster. Set apart to the set apart to the service of the Most High. Okay, and I'm not gonna even read the next part because it's the Most High. All right, not a God. No, it's to the Most High. All right, that's holy. Okay, so what are we? Thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. Okay, it says the Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people. Let's get what the word special means. Special. Possession, property, valued property, peculiar treasure. Okay. It says a meaning is shut up a wealth, as closely shut up, jewel, peculiar treasure, proper, good, special. All right. Let's get the worldly definition of special. Oh.
Special.
Better, greater, or otherwise different from what is usual, exceptional, particular, all right, uncommon, notable, noteworthy, remarkable, outstanding, unique, okay, significant, memorable, all right, there you go. That's what we are to the Lord, all right, we are a special people unto the Lord, all right, above all. So I wonder what above all is going to give us. Yeah, above everything. All right, above all the people. All right, above all the people. So I'll read it once again in its entirety. But this one really is all we should need, and then we should be able to shut it down. But we have more. All right, because you know it's for edification, and also because you know scoffers are like, no, that's not the case. No, we have what we need to debunk you people. All right. For thou art an holy people, Deuteronomy 7:6, it says, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. All right, holy, separate, set apart. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee. He chose us, all right, to do what? To be a special people unto himself. Unto who? Himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right, so that's another thing, you know, you really gotta thank the Lord for, you know, basically who you are. Okay, you imagine, man, you could have been any other nation. You could have been an Edomite. All right, you could have been a Hamite. All right, you could have been an Ishmaelite or an Elamite. All right, you could have been Amalek. Okay, you could have been Ammon or Moab. But no, the Lord, all right, when he created your spirit, you were made as an Israelite. That's a beautiful thing. You can't change that. That can't be undone, man. No one can make you not an Israelite. The Edomites can't do nothing about it. No one can do nothing about it. All right, the Lord has blessed you with that. All right, the Lord has blessed you with that. So you should be grateful to be an Israelite. All right, the only nation that can receive salvation. Okay, the only nation that the Lord is dealing with. All right, and on top of that, you should also be blessed, very blessed. You've been double blessed. So not only have you been blessed because you're an Israelite, but if you're watching this video here right now, all right, diligently and sincerity, that means you've also been blessed with, you know, the Spirit, all right, the Lord's working with you, all right, and bringing you into this truth. That's a very, very, very beautiful thing, and you'd be wise not to, you know, piss it away, okay, because there are some people that, you know, get this, and, you know, the Lord didn't really want to get. He brings them in for a season, and then after that, he chews them up and spits them out, all right, and they end up wandering around, you know, bugged out, okay, so, you know, pray and hope that that's not you. You don't wind up like that, all right, and thank the Lord for the position that you're in now. All right, because, hey, we could be out in that world, man. That was a terrible, terrible thing. You know, like, for example, I'm getting ready to go to the plantation. All right, some brothers are at the plantation now, sisters at the plantation, or they're going at some point today. Some might have the day off, but, hey, you know, when you go there, you see all these worldly people, and you're like, God damn, man, these people are really simple. They're really simple. They don't really know what's going on. They have no idea. They're really in the blind, because when you're in this truth, all right, you sometimes, you know, you got to check yourself. Because sometimes you get in this blind spot, all right, where, you know, you're saturating yourself with truth, which is a beautiful and wonderful thing. But then you start, you know, you might not, you know, why don't these people get it? You're dealing with all these people on a higher level, man. All right, these brothers that you're talking to, the people you're hearing, watching, and making the lessons. All right, the apostles making the lessons, the brothers and the elders making the lessons. All right, they're on a higher level than these people. All right, so you're hearing all these things. You're like, yeah, you know, why are those people like that? But when you go back, you know, and you're in that, you know, that horrible state of being around worldly people, all right, at work, all right, the plantation, you realize, wow, these people really don't got a single ounce, man. These people are really, they're almost damn near like retards, pretty much, you know. All right, you know, not saying it to be offensive, not that I give a shit if it would be offensive or not, but that's pretty much how they are. You know, they have a mental, you know, inequality compared to us. Not being proud, we're not being proud, okay? It's for the simple matter of that's how it goes. These people don't understand the same things we don't understand. A lot of these people out in the world are very unintelligent, okay? Not that we're, you know, expressly intelligent. Through the truth, we are overwhelmed with, not overwhelmed, we are basking in knowledge, all right, through this truth. Not saying we're, you know, exceptionally intelligent people ourselves. You know, I'm not going to big ourselves up, but from what I've seen in this truth, most of the brothers are very intelligent, all right? You don't really have no dummies hanging around in this truth, all right? They're all exceptionally intelligent from what I've seen, all right? So that means the Lord must value intelligence, right? So, you know, I'm not bigging myself up. Me, I think, you know, I'm of average intelligence, but hey, that's that. But, you know, there might be, you know, either way, the Lord's not really dealing with no dummies, all right? The dummies are the ones that are still out there that are really, you know, they're still, you know, smoking and eating pork and doing all, you know, getting with other men's wives. And we see those things at work, man. We see them. We see what the Edomite does. Like I said, I have this coworker. He's sleeping with married women, all right, and all this shit. All right, a lot of the people there are moes, all right, female moes, male moes. All right, luckily there's no they thems, all right, but there's a lot of people leaving soon at this job, so, you know, who knows, we might end up getting a they them. Lord willing, we don't, all right. I really don't like dealing with the moes in general, but goddamn, a they them, whew. I don't know if I could hold it together on that one. All right, let's get you know, I end up saying the wrong thing, you know, because their fucking shit's confusing. At least with the other ones I can say, yeah, he and her, or there I end up fucking around saying, yeah, it's she. I go by she, you know, fuck that, you know, and then I get in trouble because, you know, you misgendered them. Like, fuck, man, I'm sorry, but they look like a man. God damn, you know, but anyway, let's get rid of this. We don't need the blue letter for now, at least. All right, if we need it, we'll bring it back up. Let's go and get Zechariah 2:8. Okay, so these people, you know, like I was saying, these people, you know, you really get into this. I don't like to call it a blind spot. I said blind spot. I'd like to retract that, because there's nothing blind about this truth. You get, you kind of get, you know, it's like, you know, it's when you're eating all this good food, all right, and then you go over to someone's house that can't cook worth a shit, and you're like, oh, I forgot how bad food can really be. God damn, that's nasty. It's the same thing with here. You know, you understand people are wicked, but when you go out to your job, or you go out to get groceries, or you know, scouring the corners of the earth for whatever the hell you're looking for, a part, or for a car, or you know, or what, you know, whatever it is, you know, consumerism, all right, that we have to be forced and subjected to in the society, all right, whatever it is, all right, that you're going around and looking for because you need to buy, or however it is, a part or a clothing or something or other. All right, you're subjected to seeing these people in their natural state. All right, these Edomites, these heathens, wandering around. All right, from door to door, from business to business. You know, and you know, or if you're at a job situation, you get to be around them for an elongated period of time. All right, 8 hours. Okay, or you know, sometimes shorter than that if they're getting off before you. But you get to see really how these people, that you know, the inner workings of these people are. Okay, how you know. Through things like the guy at my work talks about, you know, I've talked to him, you know, because he's, you know, I keep it on a regular level. But I talk to him, I'm like, hey man, you know, he's an Edomite, but he's a I don't like to say he's what you would consider a cooler Edomite. He's doing wickedness, of course, he's an Edomite, but he's really not one of those ones that are, you know, all too up their ass too much. He lies, of course, he's an Edomite, but for the most part, you can talk to him, and he's chiller for the most part. He doesn't try to start any issues. A lot of the other people there, you know, try to, hell, even some of the Jake lady finally left, one of them at least, but would try to start issues and drama. He doesn't really start any issues and drama. He says, look, I don't want none of that shit. He just shows up, does his job. He's leaving soon too. But he's chiller, so I can talk to him without him getting offended. I'll be like, so dude, you know you're gonna get fucking shot one of these days, calling and, you know, messing around with married women. And he says, you know, he's one of those you know, what do they call them? Like those Viking. He believes in all that Viking shit, you know, Valhalla and Odin and all that BS. All right, he basically says, you know, whatever, if it happens, it happens. You die in battle, you die in battle. All right, because that's their whole thing. So the guy's a dummy. He's a dumbass, but he doesn't got it. He's an Edomite. All right, so I tell him, man, hey, you're gonna mess around. You're gonna mess around and get shot one day, and everybody will tell him, like, man, you're gonna get shot one day. What are you doing? And it's true, man. And it's very wicked, but he's an Edomite. So, hey, it shows you, but you get that inner working because he'll talk about it. Like, yeah, I was with this one. And you're like, man, look, you know, get out of here, man. So, and you know, you got to keep it, you know, you can't be like, oh, you fucking piece of shit, you know, but, you know, he's cool enough where I'll be like, oh, you fucking adulterer, and he'll think it's a joke. But, you know, he, you know, not knowing, I've called him a heathen before, you know, because he's into that. They call it the heathen code. If you look it up, it's the heathen code. It's a, I'll show you real quick. I don't recommend doing that, you know, to coworkers unless they're cool, but the heathen code. Here it is. Heathenry, it's a new religious movement, and it talks about heathenism, honor, knowledge, respect. So this is that, if you look up heathenry, all right, and this is what he's into, all right. See, Viking Age, a pennant representing Thor and all that stuff. So I'll be like, oh, you heathen, and he'll laugh about it, all right. He thinks it's funny, but no, because he is really heathen, and I say it in like a manner that seems like it's joking. I like, oh, you what are you, a heathen, all right? But you know, he thinks it's a joke, but it's, you know, really he is a heathen, but he's into all that, you know, Mjolnir and all that weird Viking shit. So he doesn't see it as, oh, a heathen. Oh, what was heathen? Are you one of those Hebrew Israelites? No, he doesn't see it like that. He just knows because heathenry. All right, but for the most part, I wouldn't recommend doing that. All right, unless, you know, just be mindful. All right, but you know, like I said, I used it as a joke, but it's really not a joke. All right, at the same time. So this is Zechariah. I didn't highlight it. 2 and 8. Now I'm in the Good News Translation on accident. Give me a minute. God damn. Bear with me one moment, brothers and sisters. God damn. Slacky. Fucking shit that they putting in the air, man. God damn. It's like you got phlegm, but it won't fucking go away. Alright, so 2 and 8. Or, you know, yeah, 2 and 8. Threw myself off for a minute because I said 1 and 21. I said, what in the world? All right, Zechariah 2, verse 8. It says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory he... 1 minute. Okay. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. Let's stop. What is apple? Apple of my eye meaning. What does that mean?
The apple of one's eye.
A person of whom one is extremely fond and proud. Okay. Oh, dang, let's get this. It says, the apple of my eye. To be the apple of someone's eye clearly means you're being focused on and watched closely by that person. Your very image is central in the eyes of that person. Okay. Using the Bible, of course. They're not really giving you the definitions. Collins Dictionary, the apple of your eye. If you say that someone is the apple of your eye, you mean that they are very important to you and you are extremely fond of them. There's that word fond again. What's the word fond mean?
Fond.
Fond, having an affection or liking for, keen on, partial to, passionate about, attached to. We are attached to the Lord. Okay? Affectionate, loving. Okay? So there you go. There you go. So it doesn't say that about Esau anywhere, does it? Nope, it doesn't. All right, why? Because we are the apple of the Lord's eye. So it says, after the glory, it says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. Okay, so hey, we are separate. We are different. All right, we always stick out like a sore thumb. All right, that's why generally in any application we don't really fit in too much. All right, we might get along with certain people, such as at my job. I might get along okay with a few people, but those people are usually, the people that are, also, get made fun of or people start issues with or pick on. All right, so and the only two people there that I really, get along well with, all right, is that dude I was talking about. Not that I'd never hang out with him outside of work, but as far as I work a lot with this guy. And he's chill for the most part. He's an Edomite. He's wicked, but he's not one of those pompous dudes that are like, oh, I'm better than you, you piece of shit. Like a lot of Edomites are. He's wicked, but you can, it's not you're like, God, this guy's a fucking asshole all day. All right, it's not like that. All right, and the other guy's a fucked up Jake. All right, he's not he's still wicked. He doesn't talk about exceptionally wicked things all the time, but he's a fucked up. He's fucked up is what I mean by he's fucked up is that the Most High messed him up. He's got hydrocephalus. All right, this Jake kid got hydrocephalus. Look it up, man. He's fucked up, but for the most part, he's chill. All right, he's cool. I actually like him the most because he's a Jake, but I don't work with him a lot. I usually work with the Edomite. So, but everybody else at that job, man, I can't fucking stand him. All right, everybody else is a Mo. All right, damn near. You got this little girl. And yeah, man, anyway. Let's not talk about it. I'm going to have to deal with it here in a couple minutes anyway. So Matthew, Amos, Slakia, Amos 3 and 2. Let's go and grab it. Amos 3 and 2. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. All right, why? Because he's going to punish us for our iniquities. Why? Because if you're a father, you're not going to spank someone else's kid. You're going to spank your kid. And we're the Most High's children. Okay, so he's going to spank us. Esau gets messed up, but that's, not really a spanking as much as, just a severe punishment. All right? Our spankings are for correction. Okay? Esau's spanking is just for, the pure anger of the Lord. And they don't really get spanked. You can call it getting spanked, but we're the ones that really get spanked, all right? Because you're not going to spank someone else's kid, all right? So, because we are two separate nations, mind you, all right? So the Lord has only known us. If you look at the word known, what does known mean? Let's get that. It's definition time. Let's see. Okay, so here's the word Yadah.
Strong's H 3045. Yadah. Yadah.
All right. So, what do we have here? What's it say? What's it say here? Let me see. Where's Amos? Amos 3 and 2. knowing his true servants, recognizing and acknowledging them, take notice of, regard, so of Israel as chosen people. There you go. What's it say? What's the... To know a person, to be acquainted with. Okay. There you go. So that means he's acquainted with us. He knows us. All right. He's dealing with us. All right. We are the chosen. Okay. So let's get Matthew 25 and 31. So we are separate. We are a different people. All right. We're not the same. We're not considered on the same grounds as everybody else. All right. That's why you have the heathen nations and you have the Israelites. That's separation, is it not? All right. That's why you have, everything's different. All right, even skin color is part separation. All right, everything is separated. Okay, but these people in the world keep on getting in this notion that everything needs to be together. No, no. Things need to be separate. All right, you don't want to put your wolves with your sheep. All right, that's not gonna work. Because then at the end of the day, guess what? You're gonna have just wolves. All right, we won't have no sheep no more. All right. Get it? There's certain things that are separate. If you've ever been into, a fish store, they'll tell you, or like if you've ever owned fish. All right, I haven't owned fish since I was a child, but or if you watch those, animal shows or whatever, those like documentaries, Animal Planet, and whatnot. Certain animals can't be with each other. Certain fish can't be near each other. Why? Because those fish will attack the other ones, or they'll even eat them. All right. If you have a big old fish and then you have a small little goldfish, all right, you might want to put them together because that other fish might eat that fish. Okay, you got it? You get it? Okay? So certain things need to be separate, and there's a reason for that. So this is Matthew 25 and 31, and it reads, and this is actually speaking of sheep, coincidentally. All right, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, this is 31, Matthew 25, verse 31, let me call it. So when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and bow before him, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another. Why is he going to separate? That's not right. You can't separate. Separating's rude. We're one people. No, we're not. All right, that's why the Lord has separated us, and that's why he will separate us, like it says. And he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. All right, exactly. And he shall set the sheep on the right hand, and we're the sheep, and the goats on the left, and the other nations are the goats. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Okay, and what Christians are Christians going to take this literal and think the Lord was really blessing actual sheep here? Because sometimes they take things too literal, but other times they don't. It says, Ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Okay, so there you go. And if you skip down to verse 41, it says, Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, so now it's talking about the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. Well, it says everlasting fire. Well, didn't Sodom and Gomorrah talk about, wasn't that supposed to be an ever-burning fire? All right, but is there a place anywhere now that's burning continuously? No. All right, so you must just not understand it. So let's get Romans 9 and 13. Okay, so we are separate. We are a separate people. We are divided. All right, we are different. All right, we're that special baseball card that you're gonna frame. All right, and not the one you're just gonna throw in the drawer. Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, I got a million more just like that. It's fine, But we're the one that's up on the wall. Yeah, I only have one like that. That's just that one. That's my favorite one. I love that one. All right. I don't want anybody to touch that one. I watch that one. I protect it. I make sure nobody snatches it. All right. That's how it goes. All right. Romans 9 and 13. And here's the other thing. if someone went into in your card drawer and grabbed, I don't know, a reprint Jackie Robinson and just ripped it up. All right, it's a reprint or something. It's not, who knows? It's a modern card. It's not worth anything. A card, it's worth like a penny, and ripped it up. All right, you'd be maybe, you might be upset. All right, because they tore your thing up. All right, but how much more so would you be upset if they went and grabbed that card and smashed it and ripped that card you had up on the wall? Oh, you'd be furious. All right, you'd be furious. All right, and that's what you people have done to us. All right, you people have grabbed us, the card, and ripped us in half. You have touched the apple of the Lord's eye. All right, you've touched that person's favorite collection. All right, that favorite part of their collection. All right, so and I'm using a biblical sense and I'm using a worldly sense, so it brings out further edification. All right, so the Lord is astronomically upset with you Edomites. All right. Extremely upset, all right, and you nations as well, but Esau primarily, all right, the worst of them all. Okay, so speaking of Esau, Romans 9:13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So is that not separation? That shows you we're not all together. The Lord doesn't love everybody. All right, we're not on the same accord. We're not, we're all in this together. We're all even on the even playing field. No, we're not. We have the higher ground. Okay, it's over. We have the higher ground, But anyway. Because the Lord loved who? Us, Jacob. But who did he hate? Esau. That shows he doesn't love everyone. That means there must be differences. Certain people must be separate. There must be some form of division. Okay? Let's go over and grab division. I don't think we ever grabbed that definition.
Division.
The action of separating something into parts or the process of being separated. All right? So really we need to get the word separating or separate.
Separate.
Cause to move or to be apart, form a distinction or boundary between people, places, or things, become detached or disconnected. Okay, so there you go. Separate. All right. So there you go. In Isaiah 14:1, there we're gonna close it out. It's a shorter lesson today, but I've hit all the points. All right, we are special. All right, we are special. Division is necessary. All right, you're not going to keep, like I said, I'll say it again. You're not going to keep that special, Babe Ruth or first print Jackie Robinson in the same drawer that has, like toothpicks in it, a couple paper clips. All right, 4 quarters. All right, that drawer, you're not going to keep it in that drawer. 4 other baseball cards that you got with a stick of gum. All right, you're not going to keep it in there. You're going to make sure that one's special. You're going to make sure it's in a sleeve. You're going to find a way to display it, all right, in a little card stand, or find a way to pin it up on the wall or something, all right? And don't want to ever damage it, okay? But the other ones you don't really care about, do you? Exactly, you don't care about it. Give me a moment. All right, we are special. Division is necessary. All right, and the last one we're going to get is Isaiah 4:1. Okay, because the Lord is only dealing with Israel. Okay, you should count yourself blessed. All right, count your blessings. All right, be very, 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 very thankful that the Lord, brought you into this truth, and be very thankful that you're an Israelite as well. Okay, because you could be, an Ammonite out there just, doing whatever you do, not knowing the world's going to end. All right? So, hey, we're very blessed, all right? And Tawadi Halbashimi Al Shai for that. This is Isaiah 14:1. It reads, And for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. All right? And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So one's going to be a slave and one's not. All right, so there you go. That shows division as well. All right, but the point up here was at the top says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. The Lord will yet choose Israel. And the whole Bible is talking about Israel, 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 Jacob, Jacob, Israel, 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 the Israelites, Israel, Israel, Israel. Why? because they're separate. They're special people under the Lord, as we've gotten the scriptures, and we're not making it up. All right, Deuteronomy 7:6, a holy people under the Lord, right? So it's not something we made up. It's not something we came up with. That's how it is. The Bible says so. It's just you Christians, so don't want it to be so. All right, you wish there could be a way to change it, but there's not. All right, we are special, and division is necessary. All right, so with that, I'm gonna close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. We are special. Division is necessary. All right, until the next one, Lord willing, Shalom.